to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. God damn it, fucking James! Why are you making me do this?
Yes, make it. Yes, come on, let's go. Let's see some peak right quick.
All right, run this super shit.
Peak.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a link will be in the description to see this. It might get, and I don't care if we get a hit on copyright. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, see, you're.
But anyway.
Oh, yeah, he likes fast and loose. That's the way he gets.
Kitty, the day that I don't have to stream anymore about James Gunn or his DC is gonna be the best day of my fucking life.
Have you all not seen this yet? Is this your first time watching it, or
this is actually my first time watching it? I've been holding off.
I have not watched it.
Okay, this is the second.
This is stuff, but I haven't watched it.
This is gonna be my second.
I can't wait to see y'all's reaction.
Come on, man. Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's run this.
I know, right? Just let's go.
Oh, it's lagging, Phil.
Man. There we go.
Okay, we're good.
The most powerful being on planet Earth. We finally meet. Now, as planned, I'll destroy you. And of course, that reporter you always do interviews with. Who raised you as a child? I'll kill them too.
No matter what you do to me, Luther, your plans won't work.
Wrap it up.
Good luck with that.
I know, Charles. I know. I know.
Big Blue.
Buckle up.
They chose him. Let them die.
Hey! Quit messing around!
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
I'm done. I can't. I won't.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
What in holy hell was that? Look, I'm going first. I'm sorry. I'm going first. I had to get this out. I'm going first. First,
Are you gonna rant?
I gotta destroy it now. I saw the whole thing. Like I said, I saw glimpses of it, but I gotta destroy this. First of all, Nicholas Hoult and David Cornsweet sound like two 8-year-olds in a sandbox talking to each other. They sound like little kids. The way that what's his Lexus? What's the actor's name? The one playing Lex. Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult. He's delivering his lines like a child, and so is David Cornsweet. That's number one. The way they're talking is like there's two kids talking with green army men, and they're just playing in a sandbox together. That's what it sounds like to me. There is no gravitas. There is no. They don't sound like men. Neither one of them. They don't. All right, that's number one. Number two, the VFX in this film are reminiscent of that shot from The Flash when Sasha Calle's Superman ran up and punched out the security guard, and they slowed it down in slow-mo, and she gave one of them the palm fist and all of that. It looks like that. The shot where Lois Lane is flying Mr. Terrific ship, that was a shot from you can take your pick. Thor Ragnarok, or Guardians of the Galaxy. Take your pick. That's what that was to me. It felt super kid friendly. It was not geared toward adults. It felt worse than the CW because I've seen shit in the CW that looked way better than that. And then what the fuck was up with that scene at the end with him flying. That was the worst shit I have ever seen in my life. There we go.
I love your rant.
Terrible. Terrible that movie, that trailer was. I saw clips of it, like I said, and you can see him where I clipped him. I was like, I just saw, this is the first time I've seen him. What was up with homie on all fours under the building instead of just holding the building up on the ground like this? Why was he like this?
Dude,
why did he have his feet? Why did he have his feet and his hands on the building trying to push it up instead of just yeah, that's the Black Adam shot right there.
I posted this a couple days ago, and
this is a thumbnail now. Rock,
yeah,
this is a thumbnail.
But it's missing the text. The text for Cavill, it said
you'll figure it out later.
The text for Cavill said flirting, and the text for Cornswet said harassment. So flirting versus harassment.
Yeah. So my final thing is Thor Ragnarok, Guardians of the Galaxy, The Flash. He just kind of balled that shit up like this and was hoping for a free throw. And he closed his eyes.
Don't do that to Thor Ragnarok. Thor Love and Thunder will give you.
Yeah, I'm with Katie there. I'm with Katie
Honestly,
there.
I like Ragnarok for what it is.
But Thor Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was Ragnarok was like
okay. It was like okay. They were right on the line. Let's just put it like that.
Right.
Waititi at the time was like almost teetering right off of the edge, and I'm like, bro, don't go too far off the edge. You're right there. Yes. Don't do it. And he did it with Love and Thunder. I didn't even,
because I would say this is too far. Like the teeth hitting the camera, I was like, get the like,
I'm doing important stuff.
Yeah,
you know, it feels like it feels like we're going. And it's funny because I posted something on X a couple weeks ago where I was talking about the toys and the marketing for this film, and I was saying that the marketing reminds me of the way they marketed Batman and Robin toys, and now I see this trailer and it's like the Batman and Robin-ification of Superman and the Superman franchise. I feel like they are taking us back to
this is Schumacher 2.0,
and when you think about it, think about what James Gunn said. Who was James Gunn's favorite Batman?
George Clooney.
George fucking Clooney.
So does that not make sense? Clooney. What I'm trying to say here, that we are going back to what they attempted to do with Batman and Robin and trying to take that formula, because it's clearly aimed at the kids, and trying to make that the new thing. You know, they're trying to guess do what they couldn't do before. They're trying to replicate that.
Yeah, Katie, go ahead.
I was saying, because they still go too far though if it's aimed at kids, because they have the middle finger up when he has what's his face?
Guy Gardner.
I didn't even catch that. Yeah.
And then they have Lois Lane. Didn't we see a clip where she says shit?
I can't tell if they're like alluding to it and they're like going to do it like a cutaway, but when the DC like whatever their news did have it in the like the font that they posted, but I don't.
Well, regardless, I'm looking at the campiness, and I'm seeing Batman and Robin, that level of campiness all over again.
Agreed.
And like, this isn't for me. I will be taking part in the "Wallet's closed" #Henry Cavill Superman movement. Like, I'm not doing it, guys. I'm sorry. I'll watch Man of Steel with my kids that day. If the movie drops on a torrent website, maybe I'll watch it that way. But they're not getting my money. Not happening.
You guys are asking for my money, and I can't give it to you. I cannot give you my money for this. This is not. Right.
I need to share this also because I got shit online. I was like, fuck you all. I don't give a shit online. But please, you're in a stressful situation and you're smoking a cigar. Please make that make sense. And motherfuckers, yes, I know Perry White in the comics smoked the stogie. And I know Perry White in the comics, OG was fucking white.
Look at
you guys are doubting out there. The Gunners are doubting my comic book knowledge.
I want to know how Lois learned how to fly a spacecraft.
Thank you,
bro. Lois is a boss babe, bro. She's always been a boss babe. That's gonna be what they. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and I just realized over there, Cat Grant's over there, and over there, I have no fucking idea. Is that Mr. Terrific? I don't think so.
No,
Oh.
in the back.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
that is Mr. in the back.
Is that Mr. Terrific?
That's Mr. Terrific.
Holy hell! I didn't even
reason-
notice that. So wait a minute. They got
the reason
Lois
why his
flying
mask-
it.
Go ahead, Charles. Sorry.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. So they got Lois flying it.
I thought it was the
They
dude from the
got-
Daily Planet.
If you guys go back, it's not. It's
Oh,
It's not?
like-
Okay.
yeah.
See, they got the
Who the hell
glasses.
is it?
and,
Is
If
that
you
Ultra?
come-
Wait, who the
It's
heck
the
is
guy.
this?
No, it's the guy from Daily Planet who has the glasses. If you go to the scene where they're watching like the TV,
Right.
Okay.
he's in the scene. It's just a nobody.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
It
whatever.
kinda looked
Yeah.
like the reflection was from the lighting in the spaceship, and that's why it was looking like it was reflecting off his mask. That's why I thought it was Mr.
Yeah, I think it's
Terrific.
hitting his glasses and giving the reflection or whatever. Yeah.
Because pause right here. So
No, go back. Go back. Right. What?
right,
What?
that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. I see it. I see it.
We saw him right there.
Okay.
we see
Okay.
him.
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
that
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why won't it fucking stop when I tell it to stop?
So,
Simple, Phil.
Ah, there you go. There he
There
is.
you
It's that.
That's him.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way,
All right.
So
That's
that
dude.
dude, Cat Grant's right next to him, and Lewis is flying the plane, and Jimmy is being Jimmy, and yeah.
that guy
Like-
with the polo and the mustache is from SNL. He's pretty funny, man. It's gonna be a real chuckle fest in the Daily Planet. Like half those people are comedians.
Well, some of those shots just look like they're ripped out of a video game, dude. They just look like 3D renders. Like they don't even look like
terrible.
completed shots. That scene where he's lasering everybody when he's doing the 360 and lasering everybody, like it doesn't look real. I mean,
I am not. I refuse to subject what little
Oh.
vision I have in my eyes left to this shit. I'm not watching that.
I thought the cinematographer is the dude from The Flash.
Yes, that's why
That's
it
what
looked
I
like
heard
that.
too,
That's
yeah.
why that shot was exactly like that. The teeth, the slow mo, and the teeth coming out and all that. Oh no!
It's like the
Oh,
keyboard
Andy,
scene.
thank you for saying that because I was just about to pull this.
Oh no! Don't.
it's look the setting looks the same. Yeah,
Mm.
cinematography
all-
is identical. It's yeah. Maybe that's why James Gunn said The Flash was the best superhero movie he'd ever seen.
Dude, yeah, we were talking about. We were like, he probably actually believes that. Like, I don't
Believes
people were-
that? Yes.
Like, people were saying after the fact, they're like, "Oh no, he just said it because he's ahead of the studio and he has to for the company purposes." But I'm like, no, I think he actually believes that.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
keep guys like Muschietti and the cinematographer around if you
Didn't think so.
didn't like it, right? There's no reason to.
Hmm. Yeah, this is crazy,
Yeah.
dude. This is.
I just have this feeling that
Yeah.
George Clooney's going to end up being the Batman in his universe. I just have a feeling he's going to do it.
For Brave and the
George,
Bold.
if you're watching or hearing this, please know.
Yeah,
do
for
it.
Brave and the Bold. He's the age
Hey,
that
look,
he would
guys,
need.
Clooney even admitted a while back, man, he was phoning that shit in, bro. He was like, I really wasn't. You
Terrible.
know, I don't. I was like,
So-
yeah, I love you, Clooney. Don't ever do no shit like that again. I loved you and Michael Clayton, man. That was one of your. I
Ocean's
don't know
11.
if you guys have ever seen Ocean's 11. Obviously,
Michael
But he
Clayton,
was
Ocean's
great
11,
as
out of sight.
Michael Clayton. He was out of sight. Absolutely, those were bangers right there, man. Oh, and then he made
Let-
yeah.
Let me paint a little conspiracy theory picture for you. If he were to make George Clooney the Batman of his universe, that would mean his universe is technically canon to the DCEU,
Flash.
to the Flash, because he can turn around and say that the new Superman is a result of the universe that the Flash is currently in now. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? He could connect this whole thing if he wanted to.
He initially said the Flash was going to be the catalyst for the
His-
swap over,
There you go.
and then the
Yeah,
Flash
there you
was,
go.
nobody saw it, so they're like, maybe it's going to be Blue Beetle, and then maybe it's going to be Creature Commando. Yeah,
So
Mm.
imagine that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to bet money on. I think he initially wanted Robert Pattinson, but I think because he can't get Pattinson, I think he would go with George Clooney.
it's impossible.
But he would
to
do
talk
George
about.
Clooney just to get to us.
Yep.
Not just
Agreed.
because he thinks, oh, it's a great spot. It's just to get to us.
It
Because
would, yes.
remember, it's an ego thing. He knows that we, ever since he came on board, and the first thing he did was talk shit about all us, the fans. Like, we, the fans, were rallying with, for instance, with the Netflix hashtag, hey, sell Snyder for Netflix, sell ZSJL to Netflix. And what did he do? Trash that thing down. So instead of being a bridge and trying to reach out to the fandom, all he did was spit at us.
Yeah.
No.
It's
But anywho,
Well,
we're going
anyway,
to-
that trailer made me throw up in my mouth. So there we go. That's my
So,
opinion of it.
Do you guys have any?
we're gonna
any? I want to get.
yeah.
any- any-
Any last things? Any last thoughts about the trailer before we wrap up?
No, it's just it's like a real problem talking about this film because people have either made up their minds or it's become incredibly tribal. You can't even like I always try and be fair. Like, and I try and like explain what I think. And so that scene, like for me, the scene that sticks out is the one where he's got Mr. Terrific being like, stop messing around. And he's like, I'm doing important stuff. And I was like, I will cede to you that is a funny thing for a character to say in a situation, but it doesn't feel like Superman. It feels like Star-Lord. It feels like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
Thank you.
When I first started saying, because I'm not going to pretend like I haven't liked some of James Gunn's films. Like I've seen all of his shit. I don't think the people that are defending him have seen as many of his films as I have, because I always said James Gunn has a problem with sincerity. That's not his strong suit. He's a chuckle dude. Like, he doesn't like heartfelt stuff.
Dude, I like that.
And he often tries to take the cheapest way to emotionally like manipulate people, whether it's through animals, like you look in Guardians 3, or things that are just over the top.
It's a
like
shortcut, right?
But sometimes shortcuts work. But when it becomes your pattern, you have to ask, is that the only thing you can do? When it came out, people were like, oh, but I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, dude, I like Guardians of the Galaxy, but I don't want a Guardians of the Galaxy Superman. And this feels a lot like Guardians 4. It looks like, but that's how I felt with The Flash. It was such a departure. And I don't want my DC to look like Marvel. And I feel like that's what we're fighting about is it's like you're a hater if you just want to keep them separate. But like, it feels like that's inevitable, that they've wanted Marvel. It's going to be Marvel. All the people that said it wasn't going to be Marvel are now changing their tune and be like, well, of course it's going to be Marvel. And that's a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
So what was the past year of fighting saying James Gunn was going to do James Gunn stuff about?
I saw Finn Havoc's comment there about his red eyes. Why was Superman's eyes? They look like they were sunburned. The theory that's going around online is that's what happens when he uses his heat vision, which I think is
that creates so many
Really?
problems.
Really?
Yeah, that's the theory.
But that'll create so many issues.
Which again,
like,
take that little micro argument.
Whatever.
You have people saying, okay, well, how does he keep his disguise as Clark? You have other people projecting, saying, well, I assume it's because of the kryptonite. But that's an assumption, dude. You're already trying to create like headcanon to explain it.
And
Before
listen,
the movie is even out.
And what we
And
have to
spoiler-
go on is basically just what we've seen in the trailer. The other thing we saw in the trailer too is the whole he has to have some machine beam sunlight into him for him to
magnify
recover.
it. Yeah.
and spoiler to all you Guns fan out there, Metamorpho has kryptonite.
Yeah.
There you go. How did Super get captured? Because Metamorpho's already in the cell, and guess what? He can go to any element he wants. Kryptonite. There
And
you
that's
go.
technically not a
Oh, yeah.
spoiler because they gave that away in the trailer. That's been in the market.
Yeah,
Well,
you
yeah.
actually see
Metamorpho
Hon-
for you
but
dummies out
honestly-
there. Basically, he's just manipulating atoms. That's all he's doing is change. That's how he's changing his structure. He
Yeah.
can change into kryptonite. Yeah.
But again, lazy. That's the point I'm trying
Yeah.
to say. It's lazy. Gunn didn't
On
have
one
to put Metamorpho. He didn't have to put all the characters. But again, he's trying to find the cheap way in, and it's gonna fucking flop.
And the contradiction in terms, guys. So when things look silly, people will defend it, being like, well, this is a new Superman. Like, you can't, he's young, he's new, he's still emotional, he's impetuous. He's not going to be your perfect Superman yet. But meanwhile, they said, no, this is a world where Superman's already known that superheroes have been around for a while, which means, bro, he's more a veteran than
Than
Cavill was
was.
when he fought Zod.
But
Which
you know
that
what
was the
makes no
first-
sense about that argument is that they're saying that he's now 3 years into his journey. What would it
Yes.
matter at that point if you're already in this world that has established superheroes for 300 years, as they've said?
Yeah.
What would make Superman any different? Or what would make Superman Superman in a world like that? You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of questions about that decision for them to go that route.
By the way, Darshan, hey, Lethal Geeks, any plans to do a watch party July 11th for Man of Steel? Not at the moment.
No.
But
yes.
No,
I'm not going to give nothing away. We have some stuff coming down the pipe, guys. Stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say.
And if you know, you know.
But nobody knows. You don't know.
Friday would be a work day for me anyway, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it.